I am so sorry. I was supposed to upload 2 days ago on leg day. Unfortunately, due to my own fault, I didn't realize I ran out of storage to film. And by the time I was ready to film and everything, I looked and I didn't have enough storage to film it. So, but I got it all cleared up. We're good now. And I didn't upload yesterday because yesterday was my rest day. But we're back now. Today's chest and triceps and shoulders, little push day. As you all know, I'm doing a push pull leg split as of right now. Cut's going great, looking leaner. It's taking quite some time. Obviously, you always want to go slowly on a cut. Don't I mean, you can aggressively cut. Everyone's different. The reason why I don't like to aggressively cut, I used to, but the reason why I don't anymore is because I feel like you can lose a lot more muscle mass when cutting aggressively. So try to prevent from cutting so aggressively. If you go too aggressively and too hard during a cut, you could prevent yourself from actually making progress in the gym, losing muscle mass and losing a lot of size. That's why it's always best to kind of go slowly. I just checked, I'm on day 30. It's been slow progress, obviously, but between then and day 30, there's a big difference. Slow progress is better than no progress, and that's what we're all about here is progression, not perfection. Progress over perfection. That's what we're all about here. But yeah, let's get into this workout. Currently 5:09, and yeah, let's get to it. No more dilly dallying. So for today, we're going to be hitting some incline press, some dumbbell press again. Today, we're going to be doing the seated incline press, though. We're not going to be doing incline bench press today, simply due to the fact that we're a little short on time. I gotta make sure I have enough time to get ready for work and all that and film. But doesn't mean we're gonna ruin our workout altogether. We're still gonna go hard in the gym and push as hard as we can. If you're limited on time, try your best to. I mean, if you have at least an hour, that's the biggest excuse I feel like I constantly hear. Whenever I hear anybody talking about reasons or talking about why they can't hit the gym, that's like the number one excuse I constantly always hear is I don't have the time. I don't have the time to go to the gym. I don't have the time. Oh, it's because my schedule is so busy. Oh, it's because I don't have enough time in the day to get it done. And to that I say, if you want it that badly, you'll make the fucking time. There's no such thing as there's not enough time to go to the gym. Those are the same people that say I don't have time to go to the gym, but they have time to play video games or they have time to scroll on TikTok. I don't have time for the gym, but I have time to play video games. I have time to doom scroll on TikTok. So for me, when I hear that excuse, I apologize, but I see it as an excuse to constantly say, "Oh, I don't have the time to hit the gym. I don't have the time to make time for it." You make the time. You make the fucking time for the gym. If you want it that badly, you'll find a way to get it done. You'll find a way to make it fit into your schedule. So for today, like I said, we're going to be hitting chest, triceps. I'm going to be doing some overhead cable extensions today just because I really wanted to hit overhead cable extensions the other chest day that I hit. I think it was last week. However, I couldn't because I didn't have the attachment that I needed. Or you know what? I guess we'll see how we feel when we get there. I do like to incorporate one type of tricep movement where you're targeting the long head. And you should definitely always do that when you're targeting your triceps. At least target one movement for the long head and then another movement for the short and medial head. We're almost at the gym already. Getting there pretty early. That's why I love showing up in the mornings too. Look, I work a pretty busy job. I have to be at work at a certain time and I get out pretty late. But that doesn't deter me from still going to the gym. I still go early. And even at other jobs that I've had, like my last job that I worked at, I worked from 1 to 10 p.m., 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the afternoon. So depending on how late I woke up, I'd either go before work or after. Sometimes I would have to go after, like at 10 o'clock at night. But again, like that didn't stop me from training. You got to find a way to not make excuses and just go train if that's something you really want to do. That's the issue nowadays is I hear a lot of people say, "Oh, I want this, I want that, I want this," in terms of their physique, their training, what kind of physique they want, and all that jazz. But it's like I never hear this is what I'm going to do about it. It's always I want, I want, I want, but never okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this about it. So that's the biggest issue that I feel like I hear consistently in terms of training. But I digress. Well, we are here. Made it pretty quickly too, I'd say. This is a very quick drive. It is currently 5:15. There wasn't that much traffic today. So we have a lot of time to film, work out, get a good pump. And yeah, it'll be a great workout sesh. I'm glad you guys are here for the journey. I couldn't really sleep that well last night. However, as soon as that alarm goes off, doesn't matter, how tired I am. It's time to get out of bed and go to work. I guess you gotta treat this like a job sometimes, in terms of like, taking your physique to that next level of making it really stand out and wanting it to look as amazing as it can possibly look. You kind of have to treat it like a job at times, in the sense where it's like, okay, if it's as crazy as you thinking I'm not going to get paid today if I don't come in to do this, then so be it. Do what you need to do to motivate yourself, to get yourself out of bed in the morning or whatever time you want to go to the gym. No one is saying you have to get up at 5 a.m. If you don't want to get up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym, that's fine. That's not for everybody. It's cold in the morning, it's early, everyone's tired and groggy, and some people like to stay up late, and that's completely fine. But if you want to go to the gym, find the time to do it. If you can sacrifice an hour to get to the gym, find a machine, you can totally do it. Stop running away from the gym and your goals in terms of a physical aspect. It's not that scary. I'm pretty sure people who skydive, people who climb Mount Everest or things like that, people who do daring things, I'm pretty sure at one point they were scared, but it's about trying something new and making yourself a little uncomfortable to achieve something that you really, really want. Honestly, the gym can be at times as well. It's something scary that can be a little bit uncomfortable because, it is a little bit of a change as well, not just a change in your physical aspect, but a change in your routine and a change on your day-to-day life. And change can be scary, but again, it's something that is worth doing if you're willing to be a little uncomfortable for a bit. But I digress. Everybody's different. Everyone's goals are different. Hopefully other people's opinions don't stop you from chasing what you want to chase and doing what you want to do. In terms of, at least the gym. In general as well, though, don't let anybody ever tell you you can't do something or that you aren't incapable of achieving something, because the sky is the limit, especially for you, because you are special and you are different. Everyone is unique and everyone is different in their own way. But enough of that. It is time to hit the gym. No more dilly-dallying. And yeah, this whole spiel that I do. Going to show the workouts and the sets and all that. And then I'll show the pump at the end, show the progression. And yeah, I'll see you guys afterwards. So that pretty much wraps it up. I had to reshoot the outro because I realized when I was looking back at the footage, the camera was out of focus. So I had to reshoot it. But as you can tell by the footage, the pump was an amazing pump. It was a great workout, honestly, very, very solid. Despite me feeling depleted and really tired because, this cut's been going on for quite some time, it was still amazing. Had an amazing workout. And yeah, tomorrow's back in biceps day, so we'll see if we film that tomorrow. No promises. And yeah, tomorrow's my refeed. I'm very, very excited about that. I try to minimize my refeeds to once a week. I felt really weak in the gym today, but still an amazing workout. And yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. I'm gonna head home right now, edit this little guy together, get some food in me, shower, change, get ready for work. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Alrighty.